So this is K9 Dash. Dash is a 3-year-old Dutch Shepherd. We've been assigned together for a year and a half. He was imported from Poland, and it's time to go to work. You ready to go to work? Huh? You know, huh? Good boy. Ready? Get on, hey? My name's Corporal Tuttle. I've been with the police department for 22 years. Been assigned to the K9 unit, like I said, for a year and a half. Peace. And this is by far the assignment that I've enjoyed the most. It's pretty awesome to get to go to work with your best friend. Comes home, get to train dogs, and get to do police work too. And he loves to play and he loves to work. When we train them, we can make them do almost anything because they love this ball. Ball is the toy reward. Ready? Peace. Yes. Load up. Good boy. So getting Dash ready to go to work. We obviously put a vest on him, keep him safe. Let's go to work. Need it? I'm currently assigned in the Special Operations Division as a canine handler. Most of our dogs are either a German Shepherd or a Belgian Malinois, or a combination of the two. Some of them have a Shepherd and Malinois in them. And then we have K9 Dash is the only Dutch Shepherd that we have. So Dash is a patrol dog. He is trained in tracking, article searches. So if a suspect breaks into a store or uses a weapon, and he's fleeing and he'll toss evidence, he's trained to find that evidence. He conducts building searches for people that may have broken in and hiding, and also narcotics detection. Their smell is a lot stronger and a lot better than the human nose. It's kind of like when you walk into a room, you and I would say, okay, somebody's eating pizza, I can smell pizza. They can smell the dough, they can smell the tomato, they can smell the vegetables, each vegetable. They can smell the meat. They can differentiate all those different odors. And it's pretty impressive. We've had successful tracks that have been 30-minute, a suspect run through there 30 minutes ago and they're still able to locate the suspect, tracking that old odor. So what made me want to become a part of K9? My dad and I, when I was younger, my dad and I trained deer dogs. We trained dogs to run deer, find deer, and we had a good time together doing that. And then we started breeding hunting dogs, and dogs have been a big part of my life. And when I got out of rookie school and hit the street for a couple of years, the canine position's always fascinated me. And I've applied for K9 several times before I was actually able to come over here. And I can honestly say it's probably been the most fun I've ever had being a police officer. Graduated rookie school in 2002. 2016, I got promoted to the rank of corporal. I was on the street there for a couple of years, and then I transferred into the police transportation as the fleet manager there. Stayed in that role for right at 5 years. Then I've been a part of K9 now for almost a year and a half. If we're responding to a call where I know we're gonna have to track, I'll kind of prime him up so he'll know what we're gonna be looking for. The tracking word is stopa. Before we go, I'll ask him if he's ready to go stopa. And then when I get out, I'll say the word stopa a couple of times. That way, when he gets out of the car, he knows that we're getting ready to track. And when the blue lights and sirens comes on, he does. He gets a little vocal when the blue lights and the sirens come on. He knows he's getting ready to do some work. Dogs retire between the ages of 7 up to 9 years. 7 years, they usually last a little more than 7 years. 9 years is an old canine, is an old work dog. And they're typically between a year and a half old when we get them. So you're looking at maybe getting, 6 to 7 good years out of a dog. One big misconception that I had, I thought all the police dogs were just super mean, super aggressive, and that's really not the case. They do have a very strong work drive. You take a ball, you hold it up, these dogs go absolutely nuts over that ball. You can train them to do just about anything with the reward of that ball. My dog's very friendly. You know, you can get out, you can pet him, you can play with him. We take him to the schools and do demonstrations for the public, and he's a very outgoing, very social dog. But when it's time to go to work, you know, with the commands that he's trained on, he's all about business as well. So that's I guess what surprised me most is just how driven these dogs are to work. Dog and handler, they are a team. Some of us are better than tracking than we are at narcotics detection. Some of us are better at finding articles than others. It's a whole lot the way you train, how often you train, and keeping the attention on your dog. You know, my Dash, he's very good at tracking. He's going to play with you all day long. The favorite thing that I have that he has is some old fire hose from the fire department. You cut, you know, a foot or foot and a half piece of a fire hose, and that seems to be his favorite toy. We all use Euro balls and, you know, different tugs, but that fire hose, that seems to be his favorite. Throughout the day, as time and call volume allows, we will take breaks throughout the day, let him take a potty break, and then we do some training. We'll get out, we'll do some obedience training. We're always looking for training opportunities to put ourselves in like real life scenarios that we'll see on the street. So I'll borrow some officers that are on duty that are not currently on a call, and we'll do have them to lay me a track. We'll do some training tracks. End of a track, a successful track, I reward him with a toy. They're real toy driven. They work hard for me for that toy reward. And then we'll continue patrol activities, and then, you know, an hour or two later we'll stop for another bathroom break for him and try to find another training there. He's on a nice soft pad, so oftentimes when I come back, I could tell he's been snoozing a little bit when he's not working. When we get home, it's usually dark outside, so I turn on the interior light of my Explorer, and I remove his ballistic vest and e-collar, and I just take a few minutes to check him for any injuries before I let him out of the car. While he's on his bathroom break, I fill his food and water bowls, and we make our way to his kennel, where I secure him there overnight so he can get rested up for another day on the streets.